again real quick, and also it's getting hot out here. And talk about the fake rapture dream that I had months ago. And obviously, there's my video on Southern Massachusetts that I have to update after this video. So if you see it and I'm wearing a different shirt, it's old. But basically, I had a fake rapture dream a long time ago, and normally I watch people's videos and I read comments and all this other stuff, and I didn't scoff at it, but you know, I'm the type of person to have discernment, and I also say like, well, if this is true, then you know, God will give me a dream. And so a long time ago, it was actually this year, I had a dream that basically, I still remember this dream. It was basically I was running somewhere, and I ended up seeing an old hag. Old hag. The more you continue to watch my videos, basically is a demon, is a devil. If you ever see the old hag also appears. I've also had personal encounters with the old hag. Had sleep paralysis recently, and it was the old hag. I hear the old hag. The old hag is something that can be seen in a lot of movies. It's seen, the old hag is also seen in sleep paralysis and people's personal sleep paralysis experiences. And it's also, ironically, in It, both the remakes that happen in Chapter 2 and also in the original, both by Stephen King, who's a Satanist and a pedophile, but whatever. And in this dream, I'm running, then I guess like I catch up, I'm chasing some lady or whatever the case is, I go over a hurdle and I just see the old hag, and then eventually they disappear. And then what ended up happening, and then I'm somewhere around a group of people, and then randomly I hear trumpets in the air. I hear them in the sky, and me and a bunch of other people are finally saying that, you know, yay, we're finally going to leave. We were excited to leave. You know, we were finally getting off the planet. And then, ironically, I just got to talk about this. Ironically, angels started coming down from the sky, and they started picking up people. But then this name also gets in my personal testimony. But then this angel comes down, picks me up, and it's a female, and something didn't sit right with me. And the Holy Spirit told me to basically, the Holy Spirit told me to ask what their name is. Actually, if you ask what an angel's name is and a demon, you actually have authority over them. God told me to basically ask this angel what their name was, and that angel's name was Zaphiel. It's Zophiel. And if you look up that name, that's the name of a fallen angel. And the minute I asked that angel's name, it put me down. And something didn't feel right when it was holding me, and it put me down. And when I was the only person that got put down, and whereas everybody else, they're getting taken away, and they thought that they were actually being raptured and stuff. And in real time and in real life, I actually found out that if that was really an angel from God, that they would have took me, no question. No problem. It wouldn't have felt wrong at all, period. There wouldn't be a sense of unease. And when I woke up, that was actually my confirmation that actually the devil does have planned a fake rapture. And I said in one of my previous videos about the great falling away, like, you know, we're going through the great falling away right now, but the real great falling away is when the fake rapture happens. And whether we get raptured 2 weeks from now, or it's real, or like later on there's like a fake rapture, whatever the case is, point is that when there's a fake rapture, you know, and which is why they've been coming out with aliens, which are fallen angels and demons. When they come out with the fake rapture, they're basically going to, and people that are actually loyal to God and all this other stuff that haven't gotten this old Jabberoo, the shot. The people that are of God, that don't get raptured, will immediately question their faith, and they will abandon God. And in that instant, that is why it's called the great falling away. Because when that happens, and God doesn't pick you, and God doesn't pick you up, and you don't leave, and you're magically somewhere else that's not heaven, and it's still on earth, you'll abandon God. And it's coming. And they've been easing up on aliens and stuff recently, but as of a couple months ago, they keep talking about aliens, and they keep hinting it out 24/7 in the news and in the media, and they keep bringing out declassified documents and all this other stuff. So it's coming, and when that happens, God knows what'll happen. There's like just a lot of stuff, from EMP attacks, the fake rapture, all this other stuff. And another thing is about the rapture, obviously, obviously, is that when the rapture does happen, people are going to blame it on aliens. And as I said in my previous video, God isn't limited to what you think he is. You can literally be pregnant and then become unpregnant. I actually read that in somebody's comments on Instagram. Mother of God, that was a bug. On Instagram. And so I just wanted to sit here and say that. And also got a reminder to say this about my old prophecy that I received when I was 19 or 20. When I was 19 or 20, which is going on now. A long time ago, I got a prophet. I don't know if I said this in my first video or whatever the case is, but a long time ago, I had a vision that I was sitting in heaven. I was sitting in space or in heaven somewhere with God, and I was looking down on the earth, and I saw a red dragon with its tail wrapped around the earth, and God gave me a year, and I'm 19 or 20. This is like 6-7 years ago, and God gave me a vision, and it was he gave me a year, and it was the year 2020. Didn't give a date, none of that stuff. It was the year 2020, and it was a red dragon with its tail wrapped around the world, and it was scared. Actually, remember that. And basically, I remembered that, and about 3 years ago, fast forward about 3 years ago, when I'm like 23, I almost got canceled because I talk about what I do. Like, I'm an author, I'm an artist, an MC. I wrote some erotica poem or whatever, and literally, in 2018, 2018 or 17, I basically virtually almost ended up getting canceled on Twitter, all this other stuff. And basically, obviously, that was a sign that, God will unexpectedly put me in a high position, a high place of power and whatnot, and people will know your name, so you can glorify me, all this other stuff. But then, literally, I told myself that whatever's going to happen in 2020, I pray to God it happens. And I just kept praying to God. And before I finish this video, it's true what God says somewhere in Revelation that Babylon, I'm probably butchering this, but it mentions basically the lady in Revelations, how she kills the prophets and she laughs at them, and she's executed them, that God basically will take revenge on the dead prophets. And God also, has promises in the Old Testament and whatnot about taking care of you and all this other stuff. And literally, the world tried to cancel me, and you'll learn a lot from what I'm about to say. The entire world tried to ruin my life. The devil tried to ruin my life, tried to cancel everything that of God's promise, that I've focused on God. I stopped talking to women. I didn't stop talking to women. I just stopped chasing women. I stopped doing all this other stuff, and I obeyed God, and the whole entire world tried to basically come after me and cancel me. And literally, once 2020 hit, God gave the entire world coronavirus, and we're going through what we're going through now. And then it actually turns out that the vision I said about the dragon with his tail wrapped around the world is basically the mark of the beast. And God wins. I can say that. Let God fight your battles. I'm not going to go on a long tangent rant and make this like 20 minutes, but I just want to sit here and say that. And now it's happening. I know about 20-30 people that are going to hell. Just this year alone, and even last year, I've cut off 5 people. 2 people I've known for 10 years. 2 people I've known for 10 years. my friend that I was helping out to be homeless, I cut her off. Her parents are chipped. She's probably chipped. A lot of people that I know and love dearly are going to hell, are getting chipped, are signing up for the old Jabberoo. And it's happening. And time is speeding up. So I want to sit here and say that. And that was it. That's all I can say. I hope you got something from this video, share this, etc. But that's what I want to say about the fake Rapture and my old vision from 2020. And it's happening. And it's, I'm not going to say it, it's getting pretty scary. I actually want to get off and be raptured. So, but God has something else up his sleeve. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. You guys got something from this. And then after this, I'm posting my Salem, Massachusetts video. So, yeah.